Hello, Full Sail students, classmates, and professor. I am Montika Sansuk, or Tika for short. I am 22 years old and I am born and raised from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I am studying to complete my bachelor's in video game art and then soon, shortly after that, complete my master's in video game design. It's been a long 6 years of college plus, probably a little bit more than that. I've been in school for a long time. I have found Full Sail while studying my chiropractor sports medicine degree. You're probably thinking that's a very different two end of the spectrum, and truthfully, it is. I'm a little bit, I guess, torn between what I want to do with my life, but I don't believe that you're limited to one thing and one only thing with it. While I was studying, I put together a portfolio and sent it out to various different universities to see what I could get in response. And Full Sail came with one of the most positive ones, and I decided to, hey, let's give it a try. So here I am, a lot of months later. And I actually do study on campus in Orlando. However, I'm a little stranded back at home for almost a month, and I had to rearrange some things, and you're actually pretty lucky not to catch me underneath my car fixing it and putting new parts on it. I'm usually caked in brake fluid and grease and dirt. But I cleaned up, and here I am doing our first assignment. Um, a little bit more about myself is I run two businesses. The other part that I'm having a lot of fun with is I coach a lot of people for health and fight against obesity, and also a nutritionalist. I'm a little bit of a multitasker, but hey. So here we are, public speaking, our first podcast. Woo! um, with being an entrepreneur, we have to speak a lot in front of people, and we also have to do so by conveying a very clear, straightforward method, reaching out to individuals, our clients, and even our associates, and pretty much build a strong, structured team. What I hope to gain from this month coming up is to become more professional, become more comfortable with conveying messages through, as we are now, speaking with each other. What I do fear in communicating with the public at times is not being able to reach out to an individual on a personal level, and I hope to be able to become more, I guess, comfortable and relaxed in that aspect. At the end of the month, I will try my hardest to become more confident as a speaker for myself and into my business. What makes me anxious or fearful about public speaking, I kind of killed that when I was a chiropractor assistant, and they kind of threw me out there to educate our public about what we do. How will you beat fear? By simply just doing it. Doing it over and over and over, and if I don't like it, I'll figure out one way or another how to do it. Yeah, it's just kind of like one of those things you just got to do until you become more comfortable with it. Where can you find confidence? Within yourself. My best method of finding confidence would be to find a role model or someone that I'm like, wow, that person's doing an awesome job, and I'll just play it over and over again, and I'll study them and try to mimic the characteristics that they have in such a way that I become comfortable in how they are delivering their speech or their message, and then I will then evolve that into my own. When was my first presentation? I worked for a company called Beachbody. It's the people who created P90X, Insanity, or Shakeology, and it was one of our first in-person conferences, and there I was standing in front of our first ever crowd, our in-house meeting, and it was about 25, 30 people, and it was really, really nervous for my first time. Standing in front of them as their eyes were like peeling at you. Some people were like, oh, I'm just here for whatever I can get out of it, and some people were really genuinely interested. But when you open up and you just breathe and you just basically convey a genuine, that you aren't a robot or you're trying to scam, people started responding to you emotionally, and that helped me to relax and gauge how to speak to people. But that was a nerve-wracking experience altogether. But at the end, it was a good learning experience, I will say. But as a whole, I hope this will gauge how we are going this coming up month. I'm pretty excited on what this will bring in the learning experience from it, and I wish everyone good luck. Have a good day.